Hey, 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 everybody. It's Ron here, and it's Wednesday, and I'm a little bit late. I'm running a little bit late. It's past noon. But I wanted to hop on today into the group and just share a little idea with you, okay? That might be helpful since it's Wednesday at noon and something that we all need to think about from time to time. So I had this conversation several days ago with a realtor that reached out and we got on the phone and we're talking, and he began to tell me all the reasons why builders don't like realtors, and kind of down and oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, if you're on here today, and I see a few of you are, would love for you to, if you go down and look at this little scrolly thing across the bottom of the screen, go connect with StreamYard. So you go to streamyard.com/Facebook and you just hit OK, and then you can comment in the comment box and in the comment or wherever you comment, and I'll get to see your name and comment back. You can still comment, but I won't be able to see who you are if you don't connect with Facebook or with your Facebook with StreamYard. So anyway, I had this realtor that called me up, and we're having a great conversation. Um, but he begins to tell me all the reasons why builders don't like realtors, and really kind of questioning too. uh I'm not sure I've even got any value in new construction, and didn't know what his value was when it came to dealing with a new construction transaction. And these are always, to me, they're fascinating conversations because so much of what happens out there in the world has, and you guys know this, I'm not telling you anything new, but it has everything to do with what's going on inside of us, right? What's going on inside of me and inside of you when it comes to a particular topic. It really so much comes down to our perspective that we walk into a situation with. And if we walk in with one perspective, we get one kind of outcome. And if we walk in with a different perspective, it can change everything. And I've been fascinated by this for so long because I've seen it in my own life, and maybe you have in your own, that we can, if things don't go just right, if we're having a bad week or a bad month or a bad quarter, whatever it is, and things start to feel bad to us, and we just start to take on this negative mindset sometimes. Has that ever happened to you? If it has, tell me in the box. Ben, hey Ben, hello, how you doing? Great video that you did this week. I saw it out there. Congratulations on your great video work that you're doing. But tell me, have you ever had a time where just things kind of got to you, and all of a sudden you had this bad mindset, and you're walking into situations, you're walking into conversations with the wrong thinking, and it changed everything? And let me show you something real quick. I just want to share with you real quick today one of my favorite quotes that I hope you take a picture of or write it down. But I want you to think about this because it can change your outcome when it comes to new construction. It can change your paycheck. Okay. Um, Let me see if I can get to it here. Yes, he can be taught. So I call this, and there's much longer talk that I do with this from time to time, but simple mind shifts that will explode your new home sales and your listings. And we're not going to go into all of them today, but I want to just talk to you about one, just one, and that is this quote and changing your perspective here. Let me see if I can get to it. Hey, first, before we do this, though, I want you to look at this. Have you ever seen this illustration before, this diagram? Are you familiar with it? I've always been fascinated with these kind of pictures. And let me ask you, what do you see here in this picture? Do you see a rabbit or do you see a bear? What do you see? I tricked you. It's not a rabbit or a bear. Do you see an old woman or a young woman? What do you see, Ben? Tell me what you see in the picture. Do you see the old woman or do you see a young woman? So many times in life, We view a situation, we view a person, we view a scenario or an experience that we're in, and we view it one way. And okay, Ben sees both. All right, that's because Ben's a Renaissance man, so he gets perspective. What did you see first? What do you guys see? Facebook user says a beautiful woman. Okay, Facebook user. I don't know who you are, so tell me who you are, Facebook user. I can't see right off. It doesn't show me if you haven't connected, but a beautiful woman. So you're right. It is a beautiful woman, and depending on how you look at it, you might see an elderly woman, or you might see a young woman, right? And do you see the elderly woman as well? Can you see her? Martin, good to see you, Martin. Thanks for being here. And you see a beautiful young woman. Do you see the elderly woman as well? Can you see that? Here's what's fascinating about it. So many times in our business and in our life, we walk into a situation, and if we are viewing it the wrong way, okay, Facebook user says young woman as well. And who are you, Facebook user? Um, Depending on our attitude, depending on what's gone on in our lives, we look at a situation and we can view it one way or another. And it doesn't necessarily mean that one of them is wrong. They may both be true, right? And here it is. Let me blow it up and take the banner off of here so you can see it. But there actually is, in this drawing, there's an elderly woman and there's a young woman. And if you want, let me know and I'll send this to you afterwards. DM me afterwards if you want this illustration. I'll send it to you. But what I really wanted to show you was this quote. Okay, and there's both an elderly woman here. Here's the elderly woman looking kind of this way, and the younger woman is looking that way. And I find this fascinating. And so another Facebook user says a young woman. Okay. I find this fascinating because it's true in life with so many things. It's true in the way we view ourselves when we're reaching out to potential clients, when we're offering to help potential clients, when we're going after prospects, when we're responding to people who've come to us. All of these things kind of come into play because if we've got a wrong attitude about my value that I provide, the way builders, if I'm thinking wrong about the way builders and realtors and builders and developers and buyers are thinking about me, it can totally change the way that I interact with that situation, and it can totally change my outcome. Now, let me show you this quote, and I really encourage you to write this down and think about it. And don't just think about it; write it down, take a picture of it, and dwell on it a little bit. I have to dwell on it often. Okay, here it is. Let me show you. And it goes like this: sow a thought and reap an action. Sow an action, enough of those actions, that similar action, and you're going to reap a habit. So a habit, and you reap a character, and you sow a character, and ultimately you reap a destiny. And to me, this idea, this quote, is so powerful. Number one, because it's absolutely true. That the thought that you start with ultimately results in the destiny of your life. The thoughts that we carry in our head will not only affect our outcome for the day, but they affect our destiny in life. When we sow this thought, and if we think about this one thought, and if we carry negative thoughts with us long enough, guess what? That negative thought is going to lead to a negative action. If we continue to do these negative actions over and over and over again, or a positive action, we reap a habit, and we get into a habit of this. We're not so much controlled by everything going on in the world as we are affected by what's going on in our head. Facebook user says, I agree with this quote. It's true, isn't it? It's absolutely true. Ben says it's true. And it is true that if we start with these negative thoughts and we let them lead us to a negative action, we do that negative action over and over again, we have a negative habit. That habit leads to a character, and the character turns into our destiny at the end. And so if I want to have a positive outcome, yeah, I don't mean to get that way. Okay. I guess I could pass the plate afterwards though. But it's true, because if we want to change what's going to happen at the end of life and at the end of our destiny and what our legacy is and our ultimate outcome as a realtor or whatever, it all starts with Zana. It all starts with what I'm thinking right now and the way I approach it. And the reason I started with the illustration of the old elderly woman and the younger woman is because so many times that's true. And in the case of the realtor that called me up a week ago, and we were talking exactly. Our mindset controls our destiny, and he was starting from the perspective, and he was kind of trying to convince me, and he'd already convinced himself that builders don't like me. Martin says, okay, Martin says our mindset controls our destiny. Thank you, Martin. And um, and so this realtor was trying to convince me that, well, builders don't like realtors, and builders don't want to work with realtors, and builders, and I'm not even sure that we provide any value. And do I provide any value? And look, if I don't know it, if he doesn't know it, then for sure the builder's not going to know it that he's trying to do business with, nor is the buyer. So guys, this is a really short little thing that I wanted to share with you today. And I'm trying to get on every Wednesday. I want to hop on here every Wednesday and talk about just some really quick ideas that you can carry into your business today and tomorrow and the rest of the week and the rest of your life that will impact your business. And I will tell you this, that for me, this particular quote is 1000% true right there. And I have to remind myself of it again and again, because we all face adversity, we all face challenge, we all face challenge out in the world every day, and we cannot allow those things to dominate our thoughts. We can let them live there for a minute, and then we have to speak to them and tell them goodbye. We do not own those negative thoughts. It's the law of attraction. I think that's Martin. So I wanted to hop on and just share this with you today, that look, I've had builders before. I've talked to so many realtors that have these negative ideas about themselves, not sure the value that I present, but I can tell you 100% true that when you approach it with a different mindset and just a different perspective, and you go in there with the idea of learning instead of going in there trying to sell, you go in with the idea of understanding their need instead of trying to convince them that you are the right person for them. And all of a sudden, there's a completely different energy that occurs in that, and they want to work with you, and they begin to seek you out, and they want you to serve them and to lead them through this process. That's true whether it's a buyer or whether it's a builder or a land developer. And so I don't have a whole lot more to show you on this, except I would encourage you to take a picture of this right here. Take a picture of that, and then think about it through your day today, and think about it as you move forward. Because the truth is, builders and developers and new construction buyers, when you approach them in the right way, they absolutely want your help. They need your help, and you provide just huge value that nobody else can provide. Not the builder themselves, not the builder sales rep, not the developer or the developer sales rep. Only you as a realtor can be that kind of objective fiduciary and a guide that the buyers want, and representing the buyer to the builder in the right way. So, guys, I wanted to share that with you real quick today. And look, I hope you're having an amazing, amazing week. There are, in fact, there's 9 mindset shifts. Nine, that's 5. There's 9 mindset shifts that I've documented when it comes to realtors and new construction. That if you want that, message me afterwards, and I put it together in a Google Doc. I'll share it with you. You can download it. In a few weeks, we're going to be going through a few of those specific mindset shifts and what they mean and how you can begin to apply those right now, today, this week, to go make money in your business. So I love you guys to pieces. I hope you have an amazing week. And as much as anything, go out there and be amazing for somebody else, because everybody needs it right now. And they need your leadership, and they need your kindness, and they need your great perspective. So, hey, this is Ron. I just wanted to hop on with you guys for a few minutes. Have a wonderful week, and reach out to me if you need some help. I'm happy to hop on a phone, do a strategy call, and let's get you on to the next level of success in your business. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.